Prashant Aswani here. We're hanging out with Charvel, and this is my new signature guitar, the PA28. Charvel is such an iconic company. I'm a Strat guy, have been my whole life. And, just being a guitar player, on its own is kind of a miracle. Being a first-generation American, in a culture that, there's a lot of doctors and engineers. And so for me, it's just another dream coming true. Maybe I never even had that big of a dream, but it's really an honor and a dream to be working with Charvel. I was playing made in Mexico guitars at the Ensenada factory, and I really wanted to kind of stick with that. The prototype that I'm playing now is ground up, built in Mexico. And I really wanted to have a guitar that is gonna be the exact guitar that everybody else is gonna have. And they killed it out in Mexico. I mean, they are experts. And if I can talk a little bit about the process, like anytime I would come up with an idea, Matt or Mike would translate it and they'd get it to Mexico or whatever, and I'd get something and it'd come out incredible, like just every single time. So, I mean, what a team to be working with. It's like world class for sure. The body shape, stems from an iconic shape, the Strat. It's a different modified shape than the Strat. A little more modern, chamfered edge. I went with the tried and true tone woods, alder body, maple neck, rosewood, Indian rosewood fretboard. And that was kind of the beginning point. And the second part that I think helped with the body design overall was having the scoop cutaway. It's an incredible feel when you're playing solos at the high frets. And then the Wilkinson bridge is something that I really wanted in this guitar. I love Floyd Roses because they can, they lock and they stay in tune really brilliantly when I'm using the bar, but this Wilkinson bridge is just as good. I mean, it's got the locking saddles, super high-end bridge, and I wanted nitro. Like, I'm a vintage guy, like with aesthetic and spec in a lot of ways. And the nitro, they did nitro with the matching headstock, which I think is really cool for Charvel. And the final thing we did was the pickups. I came up with the idea of, hey, look, we made this guitar from the ground up. We should make special pickups for it. And so I came up with some ideas, and they sent me prototypes, and like literally on the first one, they nailed it. And then the final thing, we all know that Charvel is known for their necks. Well, I have a bit of my own neck profile, and one thing that differentiates it, or a couple things, is one is that it's a straight 12-inch radius with jumbo frets, and it also has a taper on the width. So I love the way a Strat feels, like a 1.650, 42 millimeter, when I'm playing chords, but sometimes, when I'm soloing higher up, the strings can fall off the fretboard. So we tapered to like what a neck heel would be on a 1/11/16. So it's a really unique taper, one of a kind that I know of, and it feels like $1 million. guitar that is gonna inspire me to play to the song, whatever that piece of music is. And the pickups and the way that I'm able to kind of like alter the tones with the volume knob and the tone knob, I'm using Dunlop Super Pots. I think that you combine all of that together with the lower output pickups, you can plug into any amp, whether it be a high gain amp and turn the volume down to clean it up, or whether it be like a super pristine clean and then split the pickups, and you've got like this beautiful spanky tones. And so it's a Strat, but it's a super Strat is what it is. From my experience, being a musician is an emotional roller coaster. I go through ups and downs with insecurities of all kinds in life and in general and with my music. But I think that I'm at a place now where I just don't care and I try to stay true to myself. And if I could give just one piece of advice to anybody, and at any age, if they could just be true to themselves and not really care about what anybody else thinks, and go with the vibe of whatever they're playing. If you love the vibe of what you're playing, keep going. It's just go with the vibe. If you love what you're doing, keep going. And the insecurities will come and go, but you know what? Just live with them, man, and keep pushing. This guitar, the PA28, is a high-performance super Strat that has a vintage vibe and look with the nitro, but has all kinds of modern features like the locking bridge, the locking tuners, the 12-inch radius across the board. And keep the iconic wood combination of alder, maple, rosewood. And once you put it in your hands, all those high-performance features definitely take over from there. If someone picks this guitar up and they want to make it their own, man, it's so satisfying that I had just a little bit to do with that, instrument, inspiring them to create.